second hour of Showdown at the Spectrum. Wally Cardell here, and Johnny Bianco and I will be joining Don, Myron, and Tex for this second hour. And man alive, what an explosive first hour we've already had, and this second portion of our Supercard is set to be just as wild.
Standing by, we've got a hardcore match and 3 more championship title matchups, so please feel free to spend some time with us as this great Supercard rolls on.
Well, all right, I've got my snarl commentary team in the house, so let's move on to hour 2. And up next, it's a hardcore revenge match between Mad Dog Mark McKay and the man he put out for 3 months, Ballarat Jack Jones.
This next match is a no-rules match, set for 1 fall with a 20-minute time limit. Introducing first, from Ithaca, New York, weighing in at 205 pounds, here is Mad Dog Mark McKay.
Alright, so seriously quick, who can tell me what's wrong with this picture?
That's obvious. You ain't got this more sex with him.
Nature of the beast, no seconds are allowed during a no-rules match. This isn't Japan 5-star, where they do that sort of thing. But I doubt Mark McKay would even want Miss Borsex at ringside for this one, since he's promised to put Ballarat Jack right back on the shelf in this no-rules matchup.
And if there was anyone capable of doing it, it's certainly Mad Dog Mark McKay.
The rivalry between these two fascinates me. McKay and Ballarat Jack seem as if they were two of a kind, just from different parts of the world. I could easily see them joining forces as a tag team if it weren't, for the fact that they hate each other's guts.
Oh, that's an interesting point, ZB. They are kind of similar in each in their own way, but again, they won't be going bowling together.
His opponent, from Victoria, Australia, weighing in at 256 pounds, Ballarat Jack Jones.
You know something, McKay? You're really not as smart like you think you are. After all, you signed on the dotted line for this hardcore match. You might as well have signed your own death warrant, hadn't you? Tonight you're gonna get yours. That's a guarantee. From old Ballarat Jack.
Sure sounds to me like Ballarat Jack Jones is bringing his A game for this no-rules match. As far as I know, neither of these men has ever competed in one here in our WL.
They most certainly have not, Wally, and man, this is gonna be a good one. No rules, no disqualifications, no countouts, no nothing, the 20-minute time limit. Wow, sounds to me like Mad Dog McKay might be getting his for sure.
And just like Mad Dog Mark McKay, Ballarat Jack here's got to do without Jessica Goldman from the UK Ladies.
It's like the man said, no seconds in a no-rules match, and no ladies allowed for sure.
The angry Aussie saluting the fans here as he gets ready to mix it up with Mad Dog Mark McKay.
Well, these two have been waiting to get their hands on one another for some time now, and they're going to be doing it no rules style. This is going to be very different and very interesting, as Myron likes to point out. All right, referee Walt Rothburn rings the bell. Here we go. They come center ring. Ballarat Jack, with a flying punch off the ropes, takes down Mad Dog Mark McKay. McKay back up on his feet. Ballarat Jack, giving him no room. A series of shots locks him up again. McKay, quick with the counter, goes behind, delivers a shot to the back. Whips Ballarat Jack to the rope. Ballarat Jack puts a stop on the kick. Locks up. Mad Dog Mark McKay being escorted to the ropes by Ballarat Jack Jones. Ballarat delivers a left. Another. Couple of left jabs there. A shot that turns him around, and here we go. Starts choking him with the ropes, and everything's legal in this matchup. Ballarat Jack delivers another series of withering shots, including a spinning back fist. Locks up McKay again. Whips him to the ropes. Ducks under, and ooh, what a nasty shot to the midsection from Ballarat Jack. Ballarat Jack Jones delivers a hard forearm, takes Mad Dog McKay back down to the canvas again. A hard stomp to the shoulder. And so far, Ballarat Jack definitely meting out some revenge to Mad Dog Mark McKay for 3 months on the injured list. McKay counters with an elbow in the corner. And now Mad Dog Mark McKay going to be the first one to go under the apron, look for a little something extra. Comes up with a trash can. Hurls it into the ring. Here he comes. Mad Dog Mark McKay. Hip toss to Ballarat Jack. Just inches from that trash can. McKay opens up, but a quick hip toss from Ballarat Jack Jones. Quickly going for a cover here. One. But just a one. As Mad Dog Mark McKay still got too much gas in the tank. Ballarat Jack Jones figuring out where he's going to go next. Rounds up that trash can. Rounds! Mad Dog Mark McKay over the head. McKay trying to get out of town here, but it's no good. Slams down. Ballarat Jack Jones follows it up with a stomp to the back and a knee right to the head of Ballarat Jack Jones. The angry Aussie finding himself in trouble as McKay delivers another knee shot to the head. Follows it up with a stomp to the back of the head. And now Mad Dog Mark McKay in the driver's seat for sure. Takes himself back out, goes back under the ring looking for another prize. And he's got it. He's got himself a ladder now. Oh, things are getting serious. McKay moves in. Ballarat Jack Jones disarms him. A chop to the chest from Mad Dog Mark McKay. A series of withering shots and a DDT on the outside. There are no countouts, no disqualifications. Anything goes in this no rules match. A stomp to the face of Ballarat Jack Jones. Mad Dog Mark McKay gouging the face of Ballarat Jack. Following it up with a stomp. Drives another knee into the head of Ballarat Jack. Mad Dog Mark McKay takes a hop over the ring steps. Rounds up Ballarat Jack. And hurls him towards the ring steps, just missing him by inches. Tries for the leg drop, but a little bit too late. Ballarat Jack Jones rolling out of the way, starts delivering shots left and right. He's got Mad Dog Mark McKay locked up. McKay counters with a spinning neck breaker. McKay rounds up Ballarat Jack. And into the ring steps. Oh, man, right in the corner. Oh, the corners of the ring steps. Them things hurt. And McKay absolutely playing hardcore rules here. Rounds up the table. And he's, oh, man, he is not fooling around. Mad Dog Mark McKay looking to injure Ballarat Jack yet again. They lock up. Hurled towards the other side, towards the barricades. McKay right on top of him. Drives another knee into the head of Ballarat Jack Jones. Slides himself back inside the ring. And Ballarat Jack in trouble as Mad Dog Mark McKay, well, changes his mind about retrieving that trash can. Decides on a different strategy. Ballarat Jack Jones tentative about making his way under the ring because, oh, here we go. He's going to find himself a little toy, too. He's got a steel chair. Disarmed by McKay. A kick to the midsection, a rebound off the ropes, and a crossbody that takes down Mad Dog Mark McKay. A kick to the side of the head. McKay counters. Whoa, look at that. Whoa, did you see that? Ballarat Jack, definitely no ring rust on this fella. He's got, oh, man, just savagely bashed him with that trash can again. A stomp to the midsection. And Ballarat Jack Jones back in control of things here. Starts raining lefts on the head of Mad Dog Mark McKay. And he has just busted McKay open. Now delivers a series of rights to the head. Follows it up with another stomp to the midsection. And the angry Aussie back in control again. Rounds up Mad Dog Mark McKay. Locks him up. Whips him towards the ropes. Ducks under, leapfrogs it. Here comes McKay, and boom! Kick right to the, oh, double kick. One to the gut and one to the head. Down goes Mad Dog Mark McKay again. Ballarat Jack Jones taking charge of things again. Puts a stomp on the shoulder of Mad Dog Mark McKay. Ballarat Jack rounds him up one more time. Whips him to the ropes. Oh, man, what a clothesline. Down goes McKay. Ballarat Jack quickly covers 1, 2, 3. That is it. Ballarat Jack Jones gets his revenge on Mad Dog Mark McKay.
The time of the fall, 5 minutes and 4 seconds, and your winner, Ballarat Jack Jones.
The angry Aussie making very short work of Mad Dog Mark McKay and sparing himself from further potential injury. I mean, he didn't give McKay even an inch of wiggle room. An amazing performance that says loud and clear, Ballarat Jack has returned. And we'll be back with more in just a minute. Showdown at the Spectrum continues next with Ladies Division action with the Yankee Rose, Miss Georgia Washington, set to lock it up against THC Taylor Hollycombs.
match is set for one fall with a 15-minute time limit. Introducing first, from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, here is the Yankee Rose, Miss Georgia Washington.
And Miss Georgia Washington here, the Yankee Rose, seems to be more interested in her own solo career than she does in being Kurt Angle's valet.
Yeah, they're like Clark Kent and Superman. You never see them together. Miss Georgia's ego and bad attitude have certainly conspired together to make this woman one of the most unpopular in the ladies' division.
Yes, but with all that notwithstanding, what we've got here is a serious battle of two Pennsylvania stars competing in front of a hometown audience. But it's definitely gonna be Taylor Holly Combs. From right here in Philly, who's gonna win the hearts and minds here in the Spectrum tonight?
And her opponent, from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, THC, Taylor Holly Combs.
THC, a former women's international champion, enjoying something of a resurgence these days as the newest member of Les Femmes Fatales, guided by Dynamite Jeannie Parker, the women's world champion.
And she's gradually starting to gel with partners Jet Williams and Mimi Emerson. I'm sure as time goes on, she's going to be allowed to carry more of the load with her new partners. Jeannie Parker was asked if she sees THC as a diamond in the rough, with Jeannie just smiling and saying, no, she's already polished to a shine. And Jeannie's good word carries a lot of weight around here.
All right, we got two different girls from two different worlds, and let's see how it all shakes out. Walt Rothburn rings the bell. The ladies come center ring. They lock it up, collar and elbow. Georgia Washington goes behind. Slams down Taylor Holly Combs. Hanging on to that waist lock. THC back on her feet. Goes behind on Georgia Washington. Slams her down. And into a headlock. Well, we got some chain action going on here. This is pretty impressive stuff so far. Georgia Washington with a chop. Taylor Holly Combs with a slap of the arm. Goes behind. German suplex. THC. Oh, man. Catches a shot from Georgia Washington. Georgia Washington lines up the arm. Goes behind. Taylor Holly Combs responds with an elbow to the face. Oh, look at this. All the way up and all the way down Flosswater from Taylor Holly Combs. THC catches it. Oh, look at this. Lines her up into a Russian leg sweep. Georgia Washington not mounting a whole lot of offense so far. THC misses with the drop kick. Georgia Washington with a glancing kick. Whips Taylor Holly Combs to the ropes, and an elbow takes down THC. Georgia Washington rounds her up, misses with the slap. Taylor Holly Combs with a kick to the midsection. A rebound off the ropes, and whoa, what a beautiful neckbreaker from THC. Taylor Holly Combs with a whole lot of contempt for Georgia Washington. Georgia Washington with a corkscrew neckbreaker. Oh, that might not be good for Taylor. Now into a head scissors. Taylor Holly Combs escaping the hold right away. THC rounds up Georgia Washington. Has her up. One arm scoop slam. Nicely done. THC rounds up Georgia. Look at this. Whoa. What a nice submission right there. Stretching everything available. Georgia Washington frees the leg. Takes down Taylor Holly Combs with a drop toe hold. Georgia Washington with a snapmare. Drives a knee into the back of Taylor Holly Combs. Georgia rounds her up. THC says, no, you don't. Winds up taking down Georgia Washington. Oh, the fans just loving THC right here, talking about, look how strong I am. Georgia Washington out there on the apron. THC moves in on her. Kick to the midsection from Georgia. And an elbow that takes Taylor Holly Combs down. Oh, Georgia Washington quickly countered by THC. Has her up. Beautiful Hurricane Rana. That was quick. Georgia Washington quickly back on her feet, going an elbow takes down Taylor Holly Combs. Fans can hate Georgia Washington all they want, but you got to admit that lady's got some skill. Taylor Holly Combs shoves her away. Oh, catches a nasty knee from Georgia Washington. Georgia measuring it. Drives another knee into the head of Taylor Holly Combs. THC rounded back up to her feet, kick to the midsection from Georgia. And she's setting up the neck breaker and nails it. The tides are starting to turn here for Taylor Holly Combs. A stomp missed, and a spear from Taylor Holly Combs. Well, we don't see that every day. Georgia Washington tries for the slam, but no. Taylor Holly Combs real quick with the counter into a loose desk press and a whole bunch of hard right hands to the head of the Yankee Rose. The fans just loving it. We going outside now. Referee's already started the count. Georgia with a hard forearm takes down THC. Gathers her back up again. Georgia Washington whipped into the ring steps. Ow. Man. Georgia Washington rounded back up to her feet by Taylor Holly Combs with an arm drag, a quick counter from Georgia. Georgia with Taylor up over the shoulders. But, oh man. Oh, what a nasty slam that was. Georgia Washington rounds up Taylor. Taylor says, oh, no you don't. Delivers an elbow to the leg. And drops Georgia Washington back into the ring steps again. Man, the fans are absolutely eating it up. Taylor Holly Combs, the Philadelphia girl, firmly in control of Georgia Washington at the present time as the referee continues to count. Another shot into the ring steps for Georgia Washington. And the Yankee Rose is starting to wilt a little bit here. Whoa-ho! Almost pitched through your screen right there by Taylor Holly Combs. The count continues on Georgia Washington. Taylor Holly Combs breaks the count, starts it all over again, takes herself outside to go after Georgia. Misses with the kick. Whoa, nasty elbow from Georgia Washington. Takes down Taylor Holly Combs. And look at this, Georgia Washington doing a little bit of showing off herself. The fans don't like it. THC driven into the barricade almost through your screen. Georgia Washington drives her head into the barricade. Absolutely ruthless. Taylor Holly Combs pitched to the other side of the ring as Georgia Washington makes her way back inside. The referee continues the count on Taylor Holly Combs. Georgia Washington restarting the count again to go out after Taylor Holly Combs, rounds her back up to her feet. They lock it up, they tussle. Taylor Holly Combs shows her away. Georgia Washington brought back inside the ring as order is finally restored here. Taylor Holly Combs goes behind, drives an elbow into the throat of Georgia Washington, and down she goes. Georgia being dragged center ring. Taylor Holly Combs covers, hooks the leg. 1, 2, what a near fall. As Georgia Washington powers out of the pin, a kick to the face. And check out Taylor Holly Combs going, look how strong I've gotten. Well, now, okay. Clothesline to Georgia, a second clothesline, and a beautiful kick from Taylor Holly Combs. Georgia back on her feet, grabs Taylor by the hair, snapping there, fails to drive the knee into the back of THC. Taylor catches another knee instead, and down she goes. This one's been a lot of back and forth, that's for sure. Georgia Washington countered by Taylor Holly Combs with 2 elbows. A spinning back fist. Wood, down she went. She might be gone. 1, 2, 3. The Yankee Rose has definitely wilted. Taylor Holly Combs wins this one by pinfall.
Ladies and gentlemen, the time of the fall, 6 minutes and 48 seconds. Your winner, Taylor Holly Combs.
Well, now listen to that house, man. They are loving it. Taylor Holly Combs pulling off a win over the much reviled Georgia Washington. And, well, the fans are happy to see it, and, well, quite frankly, so am I.
It's true, Tex. RWL fans are absolutely rabid in their loyalties. And, well, let's face it, outside of Kurt Angle, there are very few people that can put up with Georgia Washington. And, well, Taylor Holly Combs absolutely performed beautifully this evening. It was an earned win in front of a hometown crowd. You can't go wrong.
Well, all right, amigos, we still got a whole lot of Supercard to get through, and we'll be back with all of that right after this. Well, fans, let me tell you, Billy Whitemoon, the RWL Mid-South champion, has had some real challenges in the past, but tonight's going to be one of his toughest as he tries to defend the Mid-South title from Superfly Jimmy Snuka.
And there he is, the challenger, the Fiji Island native, Jimmy the Superfly Snuka. And look at Jimmy Superfly Snuka in peak condition. And he is going to pose a definite challenge to Billy White Moon for the Mid-South title.
It's like Tex said, this is going to be Billy White Moon's toughest challenge for the Mid-South title yet.
And it's got to be said, Jimmy Superfly Snuka definitely got some fan support here. And there are some who would not mind seeing Jimmy Superfly Snuka take the Mid-South Championship from Billy White Moon.
Yeah, okay, that might be true, but I'm not one of them.
Well, hell, neither am I.
Oh, I think it's safe to say that most of us here in this booth would favor seeing Billy White Moon retain the championship.
It's definitely going to be tough. This is not Larry Zbyszko we're talking about here.
Superfly Jimmy Snuka in amazing physical condition.
Well, all right. Billy White Moon sporting his dad's ceremonial headdress for luck tonight, and luck he is definitely going to need. Jimmy Superfly Snuka is definitely no piker. And as usual, he is accompanied by his bone companion, Jim Dandy Deacons of Best of the West. Jim Dandy Deacons, Billy White Moon, and Tex McKenzie, quite the trio together. And well, Billy White Moon as the breakaway star of the group, nobody seems to mind too much, but oh man, he is definitely going to have it tough tonight against the Superfly.
This one really is a tough call. Because like you say, I'm sure there's a lot of fans out there that want to see Superfly Snuka win.
Well, yeah, but I'm betting there's a whole lot more of them that want to see Billy White Moon retain the Mid-South Championship in this match.
This next match, set for one fall with a 15-minute time limit, is for the RWL Mid-South Championship. The challenger from the Fiji Islands, weighing in at 253 pounds, the Superfly, Jimmy Snuka. His opponent representing Best of the West and accompanied by Jim Dandy Deacons from Norman, Oklahoma, weighing in at 234 pounds. He's the reigning RWL Mid-South champion, Billy White Moon.
If Billy's worried, he's certainly hiding it really well. A steely glint of determination in the eyes of the Mid-South champion as he stares down Jimmy Snuka.
Man, there's gonna be a whole lot of eyes on this Mid-South Championship matchup.
All right, the champ White Moon facing one of the greatest legends ever to lace up the boots. Willie Johnson rings the bell. Here we go. The man comes center ring. Snuka with a right. Winds up White Moon. White Moon counters with a shot to the midsection. Takes him down with a one-arm slam. Follows it up with a kick to the chest. Billy White Moon, quick pin here, one, but just one. Superfly Snuka definitely way too strong. White Moon rolls him up into a small package. How about this? 1, 2. Well, now Billy White Moon is definitely showing me some skills here. Jimmy Superfly Snuka having his neck twisted by Billy White Moon. The Mid-South champion firmly in control in the early goings here. Snuka counters with a jawjacker, backs off. White Moon fails to connect with the drop kick. White Moon fails to connect with the kick. Snuka fails to connect with another drop kick. And Billy White Moon escorting Snuka by his head into the far corner, head first into the buckle, and a whole series of turnbuckle smashes to the head of the Superfly. Superfly stunned, falls down like a chopped down tree. White Moon misses with the stomp. Snuka nails him with a kick and a Hurricane Rana. Right down goes both White Moon. Snuka follows it up with a stomp. The Superfly delivers a kick to the back and another one. Rebound off the ropes. Oh man, beautiful crossbody that doesn't find the mark. Billy White Moon turned around by Snuka, whipped back into the far corner, draws a knee into the midsection of Billy White Moon, delivers a kick to the chest, draped over the rope. Superfly Snuka with a guillotine leg drop on Billy White Moon. Superfly talking a little trash to the Mid-South champion as he drags him close to center ring, stands him up, flip over neck whip from Superfly. Snuka quickly countered by Billy White Moon. Billy White Moon quickly back. Oh, here we go. Billy White Moon on the warpath here. This could be bad for the Superfly. Misses with the clothesline. Catches an elbow from Snuka. Snuka whips White Moon to the corner. Billy White Moon puts the brakes on. Whips Snuka out onto the apron. And here we go. Billy White Moon making his way out onto the apron too. And boom, DDT right there on the apron. I think he just put Snuka's lights out. White Moon slides back out. Rounds up Jimmy Superfly Snuka. Rolls him back inside the ring. Yeah, he is definitely out to lunch. That apron DDT did the trick. Cover. 1, 2, 3. Well, now Billy White Moon wrapping this one up quick and retaining the Mid-South title.
Ladies and gentlemen, the time of the fall, 2 minutes and 36 seconds. Your winner, and still RWL Mid-South champion, Billy White Moon.
Well, now 2 minutes and 36 seconds to retain the Mid-South Championship. Billy White Moon certainly able to credit his father's ceremonial headdress for good luck tonight, as he certainly put out Jimmy Superfly Snuka's life with that apron DDT. Wisely rolling back outside the ring to retrieve Snuka, bring him back inside the ring and lay him down for the 1, 2, 3. It was as simple as that. An impressive win for Billy White Moon.
He was absolutely, that was brilliant. He knew once he put him out with that apron DDT, you see how quick he went right back outside the ring to go get Snuka and bring him back in for the 1, 2, 3 count. It was absolutely brilliant.
Yeah, I'd have to say, there it is right there. He put his lights out with that apron DDT, and White Moon said, hey, wait a minute, let me go pick this back up and go bring it back inside the ring and let me go count. Beautifully done by Billy White Moon retaining the Mid-South Championship. And coming up next, the Snarl Tag Team Championships on the line with the Psychodelixx defending from the Gunz brothers. We'll have that matchup when we come back.
It was on Snarl 2 weeks ago. The Gunz brothers and the Psychodelixx clashed for the RWL Snarl Tag Team Championships, ending in a time limit draw. Well, the more things change, the more they stay the same. Tonight, the Gunz brothers and the Freak and the Wild Thing Wayne Tig clash once more for the Snarl Tag Team titles.
Hey, hope you people got room for one more.
Christy!
Really, I'm sorry I missed so much, but I was in production working on a video package for the main event.
Hey, better late than never. You're just in time. Well, it is all or nothing for Eddie and Ray tonight. Win by any means necessary, win at all costs, or be lowered down the ladder several rungs. Win now or forever hold your peace.
You know, the Gunz brothers are taking this whole thing with the Psychodelixx very personally. I don't know, I don't understand it. That's their business. They handle it however they gotta handle it. But there is serious tension between these two teams, and it keeps building up, and that time limit draw didn't help very much.
Yeah, Eddie and Ray are pretty keyed up about it, and they're pissed that Wilcox and Hollywood were able to beat the Psychodelixx, and the Gunz boys just can't seem to be able to crack the code. They'll tell you the draw proved the Freak and Wild Thing couldn't take them down.
It's like that sometimes. You got that one opponent that you just aren't able to beat. Well, they've only got that one loss to Wilcox and Hollywood, but beyond that, the Psychodelixx have held on to those Snarl Tag Team Championships just about as long as anybody has.
And they're the first to have those belts, winning them in a tournament last year. And they just cleaned house in that tournament, mopping the floor with their tourney opponents. And you see how quick my Sylvie snatched them up and signed them to a management deal. These two are just naturals.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember the pop from the crowd when she came out with the Psychodelixx for the first time. Wow.
And while it is a do-or-die situation for the Gunz brothers, it is equally so for the Psychodelixx, who do not want to lose those Snarl Tag Team titles a second time.
The following tag team match is set for one fall with a 20-minute time limit, and it is for the RWL Snarl Tag Team Championships. The challengers, at a combined weight of 477 pounds, from the Bronx, New York, Mr. Ringside Eddie Gunz and El Jefe Ray Gunz, the Gunz brothers. Their opponents, accompanied by Sylvia Strong, at a combined weight of 470 pounds, from Paducah, Kentucky, The Freak, and from Staten Island, New York, Wild Thing Wayne Tay, the Snarl Tag Team. Champions the Psychodelixx.
Hard work is its own reward, they say, and Sylvia Strong, with her intense training regimen for all of her teams, the Psychodelixx, the Originals, the Insiders, and Power and Beauty, well, the quality just shines through.
You know what made the Gunz brothers mad? Is that they haven't been able to do what Oliver Hollywood and Tommy Wilcox could do.
All right, there's the bell. The Freak swings and misses. Mr. Ringside nails him with a belly-to-belly suplex. Mr. Ringside gets countered. The Freak gets a hold of Eddie Gunz. Whoa, headlock punch. A clubbing overhand right, and another one. And nails him with a couple of double axe handles, and down goes Eddie Gunz. And here comes the Wild Thing. Oh, man. Eddie Gunz swings him out, nails him with a couple of good rights. Gets a hold of him long enough to nail him with a rib breaker right in front of Sylvia Strong. Oh, the rivalry between these two are heating up. Wild Thing counters with elbows, backs off Eddie Gunz, locks him up. Eddie Gunz counters with a kick. Whoa! A little bit of Three Stooges right there. Whoa! Wild Thing counters with a kick. Eddie Gunz with a kick. Whole lot of kicking going on. Wild Thing whipped into the corner. Eddie Gunz charges. Whoa! Knee to the midsection. Wild Thing counters. Gets himself up out of the corner. Nails him with that low drop kick. Here comes the Freak again. Small tag team champions. Whoa! Tried to nail him with the headbutt, but no good. Eddie Gunz whips him onto the apron. Nails him with the right. The Freak counters. Gets himself back inside. Nails Eddie Gunz with a couple of good shots. Headlock takedown. Into a headlock. Oh, he's got it locked in pretty good. Eddie Gunz counters his way out of it. El Jefe hot to get in there, begging for the tag. Eddie Gunz gets back up on his feet. Whoa, clothesline takes him right back down again. The Freak, he's on fire today. Rebound off the ropes, and oh man, face wash that made him just he's messed up. The Freak rounds him up, escorting Mr. Ringside to his team corner, head first into the turnbuckle. Eddie Gunz counters, catches a cheap shot from the Wild Thing. The Freak whips him into the corner, charges, knee to the midsection. Oh man, the Freak putting the boots on Mr. Ringside. Tag, this point might not be a bad idea. Oh man, double knees to the chest. Oh, that'll knock the wind out of you, possibly crack your ribs. The Freak locks up Mr. Ringside. Takes him to the corner again once more into the turnbuckle, dear friends. Elbow counter, another cheap shot. It's like an instant replay right here. Headbutts into the turnbuckle. Wild Thing Wayne Tay breaks the monotony here. Hard shot to the midsection. Whip to the ropes. Elbow takes down Eddie Gunz. Here's a cover, but El Jefe breaking it up. Man, the tension between these two teams is crazy. Wild Thing. Whip to the ropes. Whoop, nice. That's hip toss. Wild Thing steps outside to think it over a minute, maybe have a Twix. The Freak being brought in by Mr. Ringside, clubbing overhand right takes him down. And here comes El Jefe. Ray Gunz catches a hard shot from the Wild Thing, counters, delivers a couple of good shots. Nice hip toss from the Wild Thing. The Freak is still laid out. Wow. This is a wild rivalry between these two teams. Wild Thing Wayne Tay shoved away. Ray Gunz steps out. Eddie Gunz back in. Well, whoa! Into a loop. That's press. I guess the strategy works. Eddie Gunz covers. One. Wild Thing powers out. Oh man. Okay. Efficient tagging from both of these teams. Eddie Gunz watching as Ray whips go out. Kitchen sink knee and a stomp to the head. And another. Wild Thing counters. Ray Gunz counters. Wild Thing counters. Whoa, little do the hustle here into a neck breaker. Wow. Nice move. Cover. One. Wow. And the Snarl Tag Team Championships on the line here. The second time around for the Gunz brothers. It is now or never. If they don't get around it this time, they're going to be waiting in line for a while. The Freak comes in. Ray Gunz. Whoa, that charging headbutt. Freak covers. One. Ray Gunz powers out. Man, that headbutt stunned him good though. Oh, quick takedown. A ground and pound. Whoa. Talking about Hulk smash. Oh, wow. The Freak locks up El Jefe. Takes him to the Psychodelixx corner, head first into the turnbuckle. An elbow and another cheap shot from Wild Thing Wayne Tate. El Jefe whipped into his own team's corner. And the Freak counter whips him to the opposing corner, charges knee to the midsection, down goes El Jefe. The Freak putting the boots to him. Here's the rebound off the ropes and another face wash. Oh, vicious. Wild Thing Wayne Tate comes in. Ray Gunz trying to find the exit, and he found it. Here comes Mr. Ringside. Charges, head-on collision. A quick jab. Wild Thing counters. Kicks to the leg. Wow. Locks up. Wild Thing Wayne Tate side suplex on Mr. Ringside. The tag. The Freak comes back in. Sylvia Strong just partying over here. The Freak gouging the face of Mr. Ringside. Whoa. Goes behind. Hard shot to the back. Eddie Gunz whipped. Oh, man. Hard running punch. Rebound off the ropes and a spear. Well, I think that's going to be just about it. 1, 2, 3. Yep, that is about it. The Psychodelixx retain the Small Tag Team Championships.
Ladies and gentlemen, the time of the fall, 6 minutes and 26 seconds. Your winners and still the RWL Snarl Tag Team Champions, the Psychodelixx.
Well, we are accustomed to seeing the Freak and the Wild Thing deliver some very long matches, but apparently not tonight, Jane. The Psychodelixx making rather short work of the Gunz brothers, and thereby lowering them a few rungs down on the ladder in search of tag team gold.
Knowing Eddie and Ray as well as I do, they're probably just gonna shake off this loss and focus their attention on other tag title opportunities. The Gunz family dynasty never rushed anything. The Gunz brothers will be back at it right away. Coming up next, fans, a Legends Division champion versus champion match with both titles on the block. Stay with us.
Up next, a Legends Division all-or-nothing scenario. Champion versus champion, both titles on the line. The Legends U.S. Champion, the Hot Scott Roddy Piper, and the Legends World Champion, the Ultimate Warrior. Winner take all.
This match is huge.
The following match, champion versus champion, double title match, 1 fall, with a 15-minute time limit. Introducing first, from Glasgow, Scotland, weighing in at 234 pounds, the RWL Legends United States Champion, Roddy Piper.
It's a do-or-die situation for both these Legends Division title holders. And we can't ignore the fact that Roddy Piper picked up an upset non-title win over Ultimate Warrior just a few weeks ago. Hot Rod has made up his mind that the Warrior's not a worthy Legends World Champion. That his win over Stone Cold Steve Austin was a fluke, and that anyone was worthy of the belt, he's elected himself as that very man.
That statement does carry a lot of weight from Hot Rod, the Legends United States Champion, and a man in the Legends Division whose luck has been ungodly. Multiple unbelievable wins, several Battle Royal victories. Roddy Piper has definitely not been allergic to championship gold.
Ain't nobody in the Legends Division won as many Battle Royals as Roddy Piper. That is a record, that is a fact. You could log it in your book.
His opponent from parts unknown, weighing in at 285 pounds, the RWL Legends Division World Champion, the Ultimate Warrior.
Well, love him or hate him, the Ultimate Warrior is the man who dethroned Stone Cold Steve Austin after a year-long run as Legends World Champion. And here he is, putting his championship on the line against the Legends United States Championship belonging to Roddy Piper. And whoever gets that pinfall or submission is walking out of the Philadelphia Spectrum tonight a double champion.
And here's the kicker. They've got 2 out of the 3 Triple Crown championships. If they could get the King of Legends title away from the Mexican monolith Warlord Santos, well, they would have all 3 and they would be undisputed.
Well, Roddy Piper certainly banking on his upset win over the Ultimate Warrior a couple of weeks ago, willing to put the Legends United States Championship against the Legends World title. Winner take all for all the marbles. I don't believe this match is actually happening, but here it is, and it's going down.
And these fans are trying to blow the roof off the Spectrum. Piper's talking about bring it. The Ultimate Warrior's talking about bring it. Referee Tom Kennemura rings the bell. Here we go. Up and down goes Roddy Piper. The Ultimate Warrior catches a drop kick from the hot Scott. Roddy Piper rounding up the Ultimate Warrior by the trunks, has him up, vertical suplex. The Ultimate Warrior gets rounded back up, slammed down by his head. Roddy Piper rounds him up again, a jawjacker, backs off Piper, a knee to the head. Roddy Piper on the canvas now. Roddy Piper counters with a kick, quickly back up on his feet, knee to the midsection from the Ultimate Warrior. Warrior has him up, nutbuster. Knee right to the midsection. Ultimate Warrior up on the middle rope. Here we go. Crossbody slam. Boom. Whoa, nicely done. Ultimate Warrior covers 1. Just a 1. Roddy Piper rolls himself out onto the floor for a minute. Ultimate Warrior right on him. Piper counters. Ultimate Warrior counters. Clothesline takes down Roddy Piper. Ultimate Warrior gets rounded up. Gets rolled back inside the ring. Roddy Piper playing a little game of hopscotch here with the ring steps. Wow, taking the long way home here. Piper back inside the ring. Knee to the head right where we started from. Ultimate Warrior starting to fire up here. Roddy Piper counters. Gets back up on his feet. Hard right. Ultimate Warrior counters. Piper counters with a kick. Hard right, down goes the Ultimate Warrior. Piper gouges in the face right there in the corner. Oh man, well, Roddy Piper wasn't going to play games about this dual title championship. Neither is the Ultimate Warrior. Piper charges. Splash, down comes Warrior. Now Piper putting the boots to the Ultimate Warrior. Beating his feet on the Mississippi mud. Oh well, there. Flipping the birdie too. Yeah, Roddy Piper does not think the Ultimate Warrior is a worthy Legends champion. Up and over, back body drop. He intended to prove it tonight, he said. Up on the top rope, Ultimate Warrior. Oh, just about rolling out of the way. Roddy Piper misses with that one. Counters with a punch to the midsection. And a neck breaker. Ultimate Warrior rounds up. Oh, Ultimate Warrior sweeps the leg. Hard right from the Ultimate Warrior. Piper whipped out over onto the apron. Piper counters. Makes his way back inside the ring. They lock it up. Kick to the midsection from Piper. They lock it up. Up and over. Fireman's carry. Roddy Piper hung up over the top rope. Down he goes. Ultimate Warrior rounds him up over the shoulder. Here we go. Oklahoma slam. Cover. 1, 2. No, Roddy Piper getting up that left shoulder. Ultimate Warrior starting to really fire up at this point. Piper starting to lose it. Whoa, vertical suplex. Roddy Piper slammed right back down. He has got to get up off that canvas. Piper counters, rolls himself back up on his feet. Clothesline takes the Ultimate Warrior down. Roddy Piper misses with the knee. Ultimate Warrior has him up front slam. Roddy Piper rounded back up, clubbing overhand right from the Ultimate Warrior, followed up with a stomp to the back. On a ground and pound from the Ultimate Warrior, just absolutely firing lefts and rights on the head of the Hot Scott. Ultimate Warrior all the way up, all the way down, crossbody with the cover. 1, 2, but no. Again, Roddy Piper beats the pin. Another near fall in this dual title matchup. Roddy Piper with a jab. Ultimate Warrior swings out of the way. Warrior pitch to the far corner. Roddy Piper's calling for it. Here we go. Bulldog. Boom. Right center ring. Face first. Ultimate Warrior down. Piper covers. 1, 2. Now, Ultimate Warrior still with too much in the tank. Piper stalking the Ultimate Warrior. And here it comes. Here, I knew it. Here we go. Sleeper hold. This could be the end right here. Piper got that sleeper hold locked in pretty good. Ultimate Warrior struggling here, but here we go. Jawjacker backs off. Roddy Piper breaks the hold. They lock it up. Ultimate Warrior whips Piper to the rope. Power slam. Beautifully executed by the Ultimate Warrior. Dragon screw from Roddy Piper. Hot Rod makes his way quick to the top turnbuckle. And here we go, Piper going here, elbow drop right across the chest of the Ultimate Warrior. And a stomp to the face. The Hot Scott with the Ultimate Warrior right about where he wants him. Piper making his way to the apron. Ultimate Warrior on the outside, catches a hard right from Piper. A second one, and down goes the Ultimate Warrior. And Piper gonna play outside for a little while. Let the referee count. Roddy Piper working on the Ultimate Warrior, trying to wear him down as much as he possibly can. Warrior counter, gets back up on his feet. They lock it up. Piper rolls back inside the ring. The Ultimate Warrior coming at him, and here we go. Hot Rod. Whoa, look at this roll up. Whoa, Ultimate Warrior's pinned. 1, 2, 3, set up. The Ultimate Warrior. Oh man, pinned by Hot Rod, who is now a double champion. Well, I don't believe it.
Ladies and gentlemen, the time of the fall, 6 minutes and 3 seconds. Your winner, Legends US Champion and new Legends World Champion, Roddy Piper.
The absolutely astounding look of Roddy Piper shining through once more. Unbelievable. The Hot Scott garnering himself some serious validation. He is now a dual Legends champion. Just one short of the Legends Triple Crowner, with the King of Legends Championship in the hands of the Mexican monolith Warlord Santos. And who knows, we may see the Mexican monolith of the Hot Scott mix it up pretty soon.
Fans, we'll be back in just a moment.
The Hell in a Cell match between Jody Vorek and Liberty Belt Danielle Heathcote. And the fans are all on edge for this one. And we thought we'd provide you with a little bit of background on this year-long feud between Jody Vorek and Liberty Belt Danielle Heathcote, produced by Christy Ogilvie. Fans, welcome back to tonight's Snarl from Nashville, and here she is, the Memphis Millionaires for 2024, Jody Vorek, and will you believe it, accompanied by the $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase.
I still can't believe Jody freaking Dvorak draws last in the Battle Royal and wins it all.
And I suppose by now every RWL fan in the whole world has heard that little Jody, the little broken doll that nobody wanted, is somebody now. That's right, just like Angie Angel last year. Then we got Heathcote, the one-woman band, beats her own drum 20 for 7/365 with no days off and no excuses. Because nobody should be top dog, triple crown focus of attention, but the Liberty Blob, Blobell, because no one else exists, and now she's got the boss's attention. She almost makes you forget she's even got a tag team partner sometimes. Swears up and down she's the best everything ever, and I've been through it with her. But that's when I was just Jody, 'cause now I'm the $1 Million Whip Kitten JD. And titles? Heathcote? She's pick and choose. This thing with Danielle, you know. Because the front office signed us up for cage matches, hardcore matches, casket matches. No, me and Danielle is all business, Mr. Lynch, I swear it. But I'd say Liberty Bell could be what you'd call a prime target. What a frantic shindig 2025 is gonna be.
Geez, that sounded more like a pipe bomb than a victory lap. Jody Boric puts the whole ladies' locker room and front office on notice as to what she's gonna be about in 2025.
I'm the Whip King, the Memphis millionairess. There's nothing and nobody can stop me, lovers.
Fans, I'd like it publicly understood that the views and statements of Miss Boric do not in any way reflect the views of RWL, its senior management, or any and all subordinate employees. RWL senior staff, the match committee, and the show general managers are on record as not in favor of Miss Boric's proposal, and any actions she or other wrestlers may choose to take are solely upon their own initiative.
I'm not even gonna throw shade on you, Heathcote. I'm gonna let your own big mouth hang you. To begin, let's review just a few of the 156 pats on the back Liberty Bell gave herself on her last singles match. Danielle Heathcote is phenomenal. Danielle Heathcote takes no prisoners. Danielle Heathcote loves the tube time. Really, Heathcote? That's gonna be important later. Stay with me. Danielle Heathcote loves being a Grand Slam champion. Danielle Heathcote is the real deal. Danielle Heathcote will not die. And finally, Danielle Heathcote is the heart and soul of our WL. Jody Dvorak is jealous of Danielle Heathcote. Jody Dvorak has lost to Danielle Heathcote in a casket match, steel cage match, submission match, war games match, and also tag team matches. Yeah, Kay, I'm giving you that one. If Jody Dvorak wants Danielle Heathcote, she is not hard to find. Jody Dvorak can't beat Danielle Heathcote, period. I've said it before, Danielle. You try to be something when you're just nothing painted red, white, and blue. So, are you serious? You want me inside that cell, is that right? Hun, well, maybe I'm thinking it's time I do something with this contract. Like get your name on it next to mine. I don't want none of your belts, Danielle. I want you to do a Star Trek and boldly go where we haven't gone before.
Danielle, if the match committee were to sanction a Hell in a Cell match between yourself and Jody Dvorak, just assuming they did, would you sign Jody's contract?
Everyone's gonna try and roast me for saying what I said online, but I meant it. You know, Johnny, it's hard to put it into words, but I knew from the day Jody won the Ladies Memphis Million, this day was coming. And when Jody got chased off Rage and came to Snarl, I was sure. You can't understand where I am about this unless you've really had hate in your heart for someone. And believe me, Johnny, I hate Jody Dvorak every bit as much as she hates me. If the match committee says okay, you bet I'll sign. These fans want to see that $1 million kitten declawed, and I'm ready to do it.
Well, here we go. Liberty Bell Danielle, back in the ring again. No doubt with news about this cell match with Jody Dvorak. I know the match committee already had their vote, so now it's just down to taking the next steps.
The 7 members of the match committee voted 4-3 in favor of Jody Dvorak's proposed Hell in a Cell match with me. Now I said I would sign for it, and that's exactly what I did. I know it doesn't make sense to risk serious injury in this kind of match, especially with someone like Jody, but this rivalry has gone on too long, and it has to end. Plus, it wasn't all bad. I've made Jody cash in her contract briefcase, and I don't have to risk any championships for this match.
And yikes on trikes, right on cue. Here she comes, the Memphis Millionaireess, Wood Kitten Jody Dvorak. I guess this kinda makes it official, and it looks like this match is going down later this month.
Boy, Jody sure looks happy. Not at all what you'd expect from someone who's looking down the barrel of a Hell in a Cell match.
Yeah, she does look happy, doesn't she? Like she knows something we don't. I told the front office to keep these two separated from each other, and I got a funny feeling we're about to find out why.
Well, Jody, I hope you're happy at last. I've known for months, since you got your gubby little paws on that briefcase, that you'd be looking for me. Then, you were chased off Rage by Les Femmes Fatales, and ran over here to Snarl, and I knew this was gonna be inevitable. So I signed, and that's the end of your contract.
Your ego just screwed you again, Heathcote. Just like this sick obsession you have with me. Just screwed you again. I said I was thinking about getting your name on a contract, but I never said this one. So, I'll be using my contract elsewhere for a real title. You really have painted yourself into a corner, Libby Bell.
I shouldn't be surprised at that, from a born liar. Even if it's true, it doesn't matter now. I'm gonna give you the beating of your life, and make sure you don't ever want to be inside a ring with me ever again. Because that's what you deserve. I said it before, Jody. I hate you, every bit as much as you hate me. You're gonna stop chasing me after this match, I promise you.
Chasing you? For what? Some junior title. You know what your problem is? You came in here a year and a half back, and expect to be treated like some 10-year veteran. Just cause you got some junior championships, and you're sleeping with the GM.
And you'd still be spinning your wheels like the rest of the council bums, if you hadn't lucked out and won the Memphis Million. You might still be on Rage instead of here, trying to make my life here impossible. Contract, briefcase, or not, well, it's like I said, I'm gonna make you not want any of me after this match.
Okay, you said your piece, now get the hell out of there.
Well, if it don't matter.
Oh no, here we go.
Jody's not gonna wait. Looks like she wants to have it out right now.
And that's exactly what's gonna happen. I was afraid of this.
Heathcote makes me physically ill. She swears up and down this whole company revolves around her. She's got a championship body and a rookie mind. That's why she prances around like she's God's gift to women's wrestling. She's had everything handed to her, and she's got the onions to talk about Mercedes Monet.
I wanted her not to do this. I knew this was gonna happen. Damn, Jody, stop it!
Jody Boric really starting to lay into Liberty Bell, and it definitely ain't good. Danielle's fighting back as best she can, but she's starting to fall behind in this brawl.
Danielle nails her with a jawjacker. Danielle's setting her up. And here we go, neckbreaker drop. Danielle Heathcote moves back in, leg sweep from Jody. Oh man, this is so bad. Jody nails her with a belly-to-belly suplex. Look at the arrogance of Jody Boric. This is disgusting.
Jody's trying to make her way out of the ring, but Liberty Bell Danielle on her like a wildcat.
Oh man, this is oh man. I knew this was going to happen. I told her not to do this, for crying out loud. Oh, right into the turnbuckles. Oh, God.
This was reprehensible. Jody Boric taking things just one step too damn far, and now it looks like she and Danielle are on a collision course for a Hell in a Cell match. Luckily, Danielle doesn't look hurt too badly, but I guarantee her pride is hurting even worse after Jody's attempted humiliation.
Oh, good God.
It's been a rough month for you, I know, between the increasing tensions with the sectarians and your impending Hell in a Cell match against Jody Boric, which us all in the booth have been very concerned about. Tex Lynch especially. How are you feeling about it all?
This whole month's been very rough for me between Lilith and Jody. I know these next few major matches could end up costing me, and I think this is the only way I can move forward. Jody is going to be job number one. If I can survive the cell, then I'll be ready to deal with Lilith and the sectarian. I hate you, every bit as much as you hate me. But the biggest support I'll need is going to come from you fans watching right now.
I want to break you.
I hate Jody Dvorak every bit as much as she hates me.
I want to hurt you.
If the match committee says okay, you bet I'll sign.
I want to see the sweat, and the tears, and the bruises.
I'm gonna make you not want any of me after this match.
And maybe some broken bones.
I'm gonna give you the beating of your life.
I just want to put a crack in that goddamn Liberty Bell.
And make sure you don't ever want to be inside a ring with me ever again.
I'm gonna destroy Danielle Heathcote. I'm gonna put that crack in the Liberty Bell. I'm not hard to find either, Heathcote. In her own freaking hometown. She's probably gonna have a nervous breakdown.
Because that's what you deserve.
I'm the Whip King. The Memphis Million heiress. Let's get you some tube time, bitch.